Nichols' death has pushed the issue of police brutality back into the headlines. But advocates who have been fighting for change for decades tell me that outrage can motivate, but it takes organization and action to force solutions. John Fullwinder is one of the co-founders of Mothers Against Police Brutality, and he joins us live this morning from Dallas as we continue this conversation and turn it toward prevention. Good morning, John. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. When we spoke yesterday, you told me that you didn't need to see that video. I have chosen not to watch it, but you have. Your reaction?
Well, the video is a horror, of course, but we can see in that video a lot of features that accompany these police shootings and beatings. Like the first one is the pretext stop. The police chief said they don't know why Mr. Nichols was stopped. But I think anybody, any person of color who's ever driven in a city knows why he was stopped. It was a pretext stop to see if they could find something on him or maybe just to intimidate him.
But John,
and then you have a,
Let me jump in to say,
okay,
you know, those officers knew they had body cameras on. When those became commonplace, it was supposed, we thought, to help prevent officers from losing control. Why hasn't it?
Well, most of the officers know they're not going to be indicted and convicted. I mean, these officers have been indicted and they're going to face trial. But most officers never see any accountability when they kill someone or beat someone up. We have an officer in this case got out of his car with his gun drawn. You're not supposed to draw your gun unless you're in mortal danger. You know, we had the first thing that we see is get out of the car, and they curse at Tyre. And then they pull him out of the car.
Tell him, sure.
And no, he's pretty calm, you know, he's not really struggling. They put him on the ground. So the aggressive officer then leads to the excessive force, you know. And then, you know, finally when they spray him in the face and they've got a taser on his knee, he jumps up and runs, as anyone would if they saw the chance.
Right.
And the most poignant thing about this is he knew where he was running. Okay.
He was running home, yes.
Rob?
When we chatted, some have been...
Yeah, he was running home, and he almost made it.
Yes, he was running home. And John, let's acknowledge the elephant in the room. Some have been shocked that the officers charged with beating Nichols, they're all black. But you told me when we visited that it's not about color, it's about the culture of policing. What do departments need to do to change that? Well,
first I want to say that race is a factor in policing. The white cop killing the black person or person of color, that is a factor. And in this case, race is a factor in this way, that the officers were charged very quickly, dismissed very quickly, and condemned by the police department. That doesn't always follow on a police shooting. But, I mean, to say that this is not, that race isn't a factor here is kind of like saying that, you know, since the bank has a black mortgage officer, all of a sudden there's no discrimination in lending. I mean, there is a police culture, and it is a violent culture. And these officers bought into that culture. It dehumanizes the suspect or the person of interest, especially if they don't obey obsequiously every command. And even some of the commands, how do you obey them? Yeah.
John, so much that we can continue to talk about this. Thank you for joining us. I know you're going to come back again in our next hour so that we can continue this conversation and talk about solutions and why you are calling for a national response to this issue. John Fullwinder, one of the co-founders of Mothers Against Police Brutality in Dallas. Thank you for being with us this morning.